Welcome to Style and Confidence, where transformative coaching meets personal styling for business success. I'm your host, Claire Silk, a transformative life coach and a personal stylist, passionate about helping women like you align your inner worth with your outer expression. Each week, we explore how to build lasting confidence from the inside out, so you can show up as your most authentic, empowered self. Whether you're looking to break through limiting beliefs, build authentic confidence and a winning mindset, or create a wardrobe that truly empowers you, you are in the right place. Get ready to transform your relationship with both your mind and your style. Welcome to Style and Confidence, the show where we explore the powerful connection between psychology, personal style, and self-belief. I'm your host, Claire Silk, and today's episode is all about unlocking a deeper, more authentic confidence by getting crystal clear on your why. If you've ever felt uncertain in a leadership role, hit a life crossroads, or found yourself wondering why your confidence suddenly disappeared, even though on paper you're doing everything right, then this episode is for you. I'm taking a look at the powerful psychology behind purpose, identity, and how aligning with your values can make confidence your default setting, not just a fleeting feeling. Many high-achieving women struggle with confidence, not because they lack skill or competence, but because they lack connection. More specifically, connection to their purpose and greater meaning behind what they're doing. In 1985, Richard Ryan and Edward Deci developed the self-determination theory of intrinsic motivation, which toppled the previously dominant idea that positively rewarding someone was the best way of getting them to do something. Intrinsic motivation is where we do something because it aligns with our values and interests. It is one of the most powerful drivers of well-being, resilience, and confidence. When you're aligned with your why, your raison d'etre, your actions feel meaningful. You're no longer chasing external validation. You're grounded in your internal compass. Edward Deci said, "When we act from intrinsic motivation, we feel more competent, more autonomous, and more connected to others." So if you're feeling underconfident, it might not be a mindset problem. It may be an incongruence between what you're doing and what actually matters to you. What about when you feel confident in one area of your life and not in another? That's often because one area aligns with your values and the other doesn't. When you uncover your why, you can start living in alignment with your values, and that creates something called self-concordance, when your goals and actions feel authentically yours. This concept, studied by Ken and Sheldon in 1999, shows that people who pursue self-concordant goals experience higher levels of sustained motivation, self-esteem, and confidence. Self-concordance relates to how personal motives influence goal selection and the processes that follow. It emphasises the importance of aligning goals with intrinsic motivations for better outcomes in behaviour and attitude. To consider how this works for you, try asking yourself, what do I deeply care about? What kind of impact do I want to make? What does success mean to me? Forget what it means to other people. The answers to these questions form your inner foundation. Once you know your why, you don't need to feel confident. You can act with confidence because your choices have clarity and purpose behind them. This is why, in the vast majority of my work with clients, we start with getting crystal clear on values. It is so important that we start with this foundation before we go further. It is so much easier to build lasting confidence when you are unequivocally clear about what matters to you and why. Your why doesn't just live in your mind, it can show up in how you dress. For better or worse, your style reinforces your identity. Often when people are in that moment of looking at a wardrobe full of clothes and thinking, I have nothing to wear, it is due to a disconnect. Your clothes are likely clothes that you used to feel great in, but you no longer do. That is because you have evolved, grown and changed, and your clothes speak to a previous identity you held. This could be due to a stark contrast, like working in an office and then becoming a mother for the first time, or it might be more subtle, like turning 40 or getting your first leadership position. Either way, dressing for your former identity doesn't feel good and it holds back you and your confidence. When you dress in a way that reflects your purpose and values, you embody your inner confidence externally. This is grounded in the concept of enclosed cognition, developed by Adam and Gulinsky, which found that what we wear can influence our performance, focus, and even our self-perception. When your clothes are a visual reminder of your purpose, they become a really powerful tool for confidence. For example, if leadership and empowerment are part of your why, what outfit makes you feel like a leader? When you put that on, you're not playing a role, you're expressing who you truly are. So how do you go about finding your why? If you're not sure what your why is, start with some reflection. Get clear on your values. For this exercise, write down your top 5 values. For example, freedom, connection, impact, creativity, growth. These are not morals. There is no right answer to what your values should or shouldn't be. They are things that matter to you. 2. Life themes. What do people thank you for? What are you passionate about? What do people say about you? And 3. Consider your confidence anchors. When do you feel most alive, powerful, or proud? What are you doing in those situations? Who are you being, and what are you wearing? Use this insight to shape a purpose statement in one sentence. So for me, my values are kindness, ambition, authenticity, freedom, and connection. I feel passionate about building my own business that is my own achievement. I also feel passionate about helping women build their confidence so they can take the action that they really want to and stop letting self-doubt hold them back. People often thank me for being kind and supportive and tell me I have a calming presence. I feel most alive being surrounded by my family, bubbly people similar to me, or people who inspire me. I love being able to help people, and I always feel great when I'm dressed in a polished, elegant way. So I could say, my purpose is to build a successful business that allows me to spend time with my family and friends by showing up as my true self with kindness and calmness, helping women rise and let go of self-doubt so they can achieve their ambitions and live the lives that they want. This aligns with all my 5 values of ambition, authenticity, kindness, freedom, and connection. Certainly, when I think about my reasons for building my business, I feel very motivated and excited. This helps me do the tasks that require more courage and helps me build my confidence. So when you have a moment, give it a try and see what you come up with. In fact, please let me know because I would love to hear how this works for you. I have created a worksheet, which I've called Find Your Why and Fuel Your Confidence, to help guide you through this. The link is in the show notes. Once you have your purpose statement, your confidence doesn't have to depend on the situation. It comes from within, anchored in clarity. When you align your actions, your style, and your goals with your purpose, confidence becomes the byproduct, not the goal. So this week, try to reconnect with your values. Ask yourself what truly matters and how you can express that more clearly in your day-to-day, whether that's through your words, your wardrobe, or your leadership. Remember to download the worksheet to accompany this using the link in the show notes. And if you want help uncovering your why and building a confidence-driven style around it, DM me on Instagram at silkstyleandconfidence, email me on claire@clairesilk.com, or check out my website, clairesilk.com, to learn more about how we can work together. And if this episode resonated with you, please do take a moment to rate and review it to help other people find it too. Please share it with a friend who needs a confidence boost, and remember to subscribe. Until next time, stand tall, dress with intention, and lead with purpose. Thank you for listening to Style and Confidence, where style meets confidence for business success. If you have enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly confidence-building conversations. You can also connect with me over on LinkedIn as Claire Silk or on Instagram at Silk Style and Confidence for more style and mindset tips. Until next time, remember, true confidence comes from within. Style helps it shine.